Hi everyone, I'm Raul Mendoza, an instructor from the National Institute of Geological Sciences of UP Diliman. In this video, I'll be explaining an adjustment we made for our structural geology course for our first semester of remote teaching. This is me, and I'm presenting this on behalf of my co-faculty. Special mention for Dr. Mario Aurelio on the far right, who is our lead faculty and also the director of our institute. We expect our students to be able to apply the proper methods of collection and analysis of structural data, to develop the knowledge and skill set required to solve geological problems related to rock deformation, and to present their findings through geologic reports. As such, we felt like we couldn't just skip over our normal fieldwork requirement. So, we decided to prepare a virtual fieldwork for our students. We went to the field, making sure to maintain our physical distance and wear our PPEs. We brought our equipment such as maps and GPS receivers to record our location, compass clinometers to measure the orientations of rock layers, and rock picks to collect rock samples. We also collected photos and videos. Here, we can see Dr. Aurelio trying to explain to the students his interpretation of the outcrop across the road and showing us his schematic diagram. We also made use of drone footage for outcrops that would normally be inaccessible from the ground. Drones are especially useful for certain scenarios, such as when Dr. Aurelio climbed this cliff face. Normally, this would be very difficult to film up close, but with the drone we can clearly see the geologic feature that Dr. Aurelio is describing. In this case, we can see a fault which is tilted towards the right. We normally record all of our data in our field notebooks, so we decided to make a virtual field notebook for our students. It contains important information and an overview section. We decided to write it in first-person perspective to let the students feel more immersed in the experience. There's also a section for using this field notebook, with a working link to a Google Drive with photos and videos. The Google Drive contains subfolders for each station that we went to. There was even a station that we could not access, so we used old photos from previous fieldworks. We also provided the students with a topographic map, reference materials, and their own digital mapping files. Here's the map that we gave them. But, using the digital files, they can make their own maps using freely available software, allowing them to examine the field area in more detail. The main body of the notebook contains the important information for each station, a description from afar, a description from up close, and a short discussion at the bottom of each page. If the students' internet connections are stable enough, they can click on these links, which leads to videos of the discussion on YouTube. We require the students to produce a geologic map, a geologic cross-section, and structural analyses, which they are able to practice during exercises throughout the semester. Lastly, we required a one-page write-up, which would normally be a 20-page field report. We gave this to groups of 8 to 9 students, which is quite numerous, but we felt this was the right amount since many students have heavier workloads this semester. Thank you very much for your time and attention. If you're a fellow educator, we wish you good luck with your own remote teaching endeavors.